Hi everyone, welcome back to my lab. If you're new to my channel, I'm Yori. Thank you for joining me today. I do bring you makeup and beauty related videos every Tuesday, Thursday, and Sunday. So you get 3 brand new videos from me every single week. I hope you'll consider subscribing and joining my makeup family. To my existing YouTube friends, thank you so much for joining me today for this New Year's Eve inspired makeup look. I got the inspiration from this look from one of Linda Hallberg's most recent videos, and I will definitely link her channel down below if you want to check out her video. But I wanted to try out her technique, and this is what I came up with. I also wanted to take an opportunity to wish you a very happy and prosperous new year. Please be careful if you do go out and celebrate. I'll be staying home tonight. That's typically what I do on New Year's Eve. As my mother always said, you know, the way the new year finds you is the way the whole year is going to be, and so I tend to greet the new year with a clean house and with my family close by. So I will be staying home to greet the new year, but if you are celebrating, please be careful, be safe, and I hope you have a wonderful time. So let's go ahead and get into the tutorial. You're going to see a lot of the new products that I hauled during the Ulta Beauty 6,000 point haul because I do eventually want to review those products for my channel, and so I'm trying them out, and let's go ahead and get into the tutorial. I'm going to begin this look by going into my Pure Cosmetics by Etienne Palette, and I'm going to take the shade 1988 as my first transition. I'm not being particularly neat with this, I just want a gradient for the metallic shades to fade into. The next shade is going to be the shade Popular, and it is a slightly warmer brown, and I'm going to go further down into the crease with a slightly more detail with this particular shade. With my Too Faced glitter glue, I'm going to apply that all over the lid. I would say the first 2/3 of my lid where I'm going to apply the first metallic shade, and I'm just blending that out with a brush. Going into my Urban Decay Heavy Metals palette, the first shade I will be taking is the shade Mullet, and I'm going to apply that with a synthetic brush all over where I placed the glitter glue. Next is where I'm going to apply Linda Hallberg's technique. I'm taking the Tarte gel liner along with a brush that came with a holiday set, and I'm going to begin to draw a wing on the outer third of my eye, following the line of my lower lash line, and then for the top of the wing, I'm going to have it go into where my natural crease occurs. This is what makes this technique work for hooded eyes, because when your eye actually closes, it doesn't hide the wing. I'm going to extend the wing a little bit further because I want it to be accentuated, like a little bit of a graphic liner look, and I'm just going to fill in the inside with the gel liner. This gel liner has a slightly purple tinge, like a slight purple bluish tinge, and the shadow that I'm going to fade it out with is going to be a purple metallic shade. The shade I'm going to use is called Metalhead, and I'm going to go ahead and fade the gel liner into the green but I'm being careful not to cover the graphic liner portion at the very top of my lid. The wing to look very sharp, I'm cleaning up the edges with a little bit of my MAC Soft Ochre paint pot, which is also what I use to prime my lids before I began eyeshadow application. Next, from the Heavy Metal palette, I'm using the shade Glam Rock as my inner corner highlight. It's a silver metallic shade. And for my brow bone, I'm going to be using the shade Angel Fire. I'm going to apply a couple of coats of the Tarte Tartiste mascara on the upper lash line. I don't want false lashes to hide the effect of the eyeshadow, so I'm not going to use any falsies today. For my primer, I'm using the YSL Touche Eclat Blur Primer, and I'm applying that all over my face. And I'm going to follow that by applying the Kogan Dough Aqua Foundation. I am in the shade 143 in this foundation, and I'm applying it using the Marc Jacobs The Face One brush. This brush is really good for very liquid foundations because the bristles are very soft and flexible, but it doesn't move more creamy foundations around very well. For my concealer, I'm still trying out the Urban Decay All-Nighter Concealer. And for this one, you have to work one area at a time and blend it out because the concealer has a tendency to dry very, very quickly. And if you apply it all over the face and then blend, it becomes a lot more difficult. I'm going to also use it to highlight the face. It does have a very nice brightening effect, and I'm in the shade Medium Light Neutral. To set the concealer and also all over my face, I'm using the Too Faced Born This Way Ethereal Setting Powder, and I'm applying it underneath the eyes first to set my concealer using the Real Techniques Miracle Complexion Sponge, and then I'm going to brush the powder all over my face to set the foundation. Going into my Anastasia Gradient Blush Kit, I'm going to use this shade for contouring. I forgot to show the product, but I'm using the NARS Board de Plage palette to bronze up my face. I just mixed the two bronzer shades, and all the products used in the tutorial will be linked down below. For my highlight, I'm going to use my NARS Banc du Sable palette, and I'm using the third shade, and I'm going to apply that to the tops of my cheekbones using the Tarte fan brush. I'm also going to apply it over the bridge of my nose and my cupid's bow. Now I'm going to go into my Tarte blush in the shade Exposed, and I'm going to apply a little bit of blush between the bronzer and the highlight. Next, I'm going to go into my NYX eyeliner, and I have a green eyeliner which I'm going to apply to highlight the green in the inner corner of my eye. Next, I'm going to go into the shade 3AM, and I'm going to use that to line my lower lash line. I'm just using a definer brush, and I'm stamping the black shade along my lower lash line. And now I'm going to take the shade Popular, and I'm going to blend that all along the lower lash line. Now I'm going to take a green mascara on the lower lash line. This is one of the MAC minis of the Zoom Lash Mascara, and I'm just going to use that again to highlight the green, and I'm going to set my face using the Glam Glow Glow Setter Spray. I will line my lips using the MAC lip liner in Spice, and I will finish the look with the Pat McGrath Luxe Trance lipstick in the shade La Beija.
That's everything for this video. Thank you so much for joining me. If you did enjoy the look, then please remember to give my video a thumbs up. I really appreciate it. Happy New Year again. I hope you're having a great one, and I will see you again very, very soon in my next video next year. Bye-bye.